Hey guys, Mark O'Neill here with O'Neill Outdoors, and today I've got a review of the LoneWolf Distributors Timberwolf frame, specifically the TWC-F frame. So, getting right into it, I know I've already posted a video from about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago over just me shooting, I think the first 200, 250 rounds, and its performance, a couple little hiccup issues, but no problem, and was a magazine error issue. Besides that, just starting out, I had never used a Timberwolf, or a LoneWolf Distributors product, period. Any other parts, triggers, barrels, whatever. Never used them before. I literally just got in from shooting, I want to say between 700 and 750 total rounds through the gun as of this morning, or 20 minutes ago. And I'm impressed by it. I really am. Everybody, in a sense, had already, and I'd known about them, but I just never tried them out. So there's multiple frames. There is the TWF-F, there's the TWFC, TWCC, TWC-F, and what all that means is TW, the Timberwolf, and then you have the slide and then the frame. So is the slide compact or full size? Is the frame or grip compact or full size? So specifically this one is the TWC compact slide F full size frame. You get it, not a big deal. They also make a model for the Glock 20 and 21, which is the LL, the large slide, large frame, or the LS, large slide, short frame. Magazines, the TWFFs will use the full size Glock 17, Glock 34, Glock 31, 37, you get it, full size mags. Glock 17 mag right there. The TWCCs and FCs will use compact Glock 19, Glock 23, Glock 32, etc. You get the point. Compact, whatever it is. These will take Generation 3 or Generation 4 slides. Generation 3, you just leave the adapter, the guide rod adapter, puts it in there, in place, slide the slide on, no big deal. For the Generation 4, you just literally pull the adapter out, throw your slide on there, and you're in business. Also a removable back strap. It comes with one or two other ones. The frame is a little weird, but I'll cover that here in a second. It's pretty slick. I really, really like this gun. Generation 3 aftermarket slide, I've had it engraved. I believe I got the slide from Brownells and had a local guy just do the engraving. I'm a big fan of the Mandalorian, and so I decided to go with this. The engraving based upon that. It's kind of interesting. Hopefully this is focusing, but got a bunch of different engravings from the Mandalorian TV show. This is the way he was actually able to write out some stuff in Mandalorian. The second you pick them up, they just fit. They fit, in my opinion, extremely well in your hand. And it looks weird as all get out, don't get me wrong, but it's just, the grip angle is a little bit different due to the, well, hell, that's why I grabbed the other Glock 17. So here's your standard Gen 4 Glock 17. And putting it side by side, try to balance them up. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that. Major differences are on the trigger guard. They've rounded that and beveled that front edge out. A little bit longer beaver tail style on this rear grip. Not a whole lot of people have an issue with that, but I guess if you got some really chunky or fat fingers and hands, it's gonna catch you back there. I'm a big Gen 4 guy. I love the Glock Gen 4s. I love the way they fit and feel. It almost has the same texturing, and I mean, it's almost identical, but it's not. But it feels very, very good. It doesn't have the finger grooves that the Gen 3 and Gen 4 have along the front of the grip. It's very straight, and it feels like a smaller gun to me. It's not, it just feels that way to me. When the gun's in my hand, it's just much more locked in, much more secure. Nobody's gonna be able just to pry it out of my hand or hit it out or jump right out. I don't know. I'm going with that one, but it feels really good and extremely comfortable. Parts. So the frame actually does come complete. All the parts are actually LoneWolf distributor parts. Upgrades that I've always usually done on my Glocks are the extended slide lock, or slide stop, excuse me, the extended slide lock, and then also usually I drop in a different trigger. The 3.5 connector comes with this, so we got extended slide stop, extended lock, a 6-pound trigger spring, the standard trigger pin, everything else, but they're all LoneWolf distributor parts. At first I was hesitant, and I was thinking, okay, I'll just buy factory and replace everything. But after playing with it and messing with it a good bit, and having, like I said, around 700, I guess-ish rounds into it, I've got that written down. I'll grab that real quick and find out exactly how many I got and what I got. I trust their parts. I'd go with them. I think they're even a little bit better. A lot of aftermarket stuff I have not an issue with, but I want to make sure it functions, because this is going to be one of my carry guns. This is going to be replacing one of my 19s that I had been carrying appendix-wise. This is going to be my new carry gun for the moment. So I want to make sure this shit functions. I want to make sure this shit works. And so far with what I've seen, it does. So the trigger comes with the standard 6-pound spring, but it has a 3.5-pound connector in it. Very smooth, it's not grainy at all. It's not too terribly light. It does travel, and good break. I like it. I like the trigger a lot. So going back to the magwell a little bit, at first I was hesitant about the magwell, just because I don't want to have a whole lot of crap sticking out, where if I am and I'm going to appendix carry, as that's sticking up, I thought it was going to be an issue. It's not. It's sort of like, it's just perfect. It's the Goldilocks of everything, to where it's not too terribly wide off the frame, and it's not long, it's not too deep. It does function very well. Not that with enough practice you won't just get it, but still, for it being on there, I'm gonna leave it on there. Mag release is the extended mag release. I like that about the 4s over the 3s as well. It does not stick out too terribly far either, and that means that when I do carry, it's not going to dig into my side or anything. Not that that was ever an issue, but I just don't like that. So overall, like I said, I'm super happy. I'm extremely impressed with them, and it's great. I love it. So prices, the TWF and the TWC, they're around $225 depending on what you get. I checked out most of the standard and other models, and those two are $225. When you go up to the TWL, those large frames, the 20 and 21, those are going to be between $225 and $275. Now there's a few other different options that you can choose from, and maybe 1 or 2 different colors on this or that, but those are a little bit more. So buddy saw my last video and he said, man, I really like that. Hey, quick question, do you have to have these shipped to an FFL? I know it's kind of shocking that I'm actually even having to answer this question, but yes, you do have to ship your frame once you purchase it to your FFL and do a transfer. It's just like any other gun, and it's just like any other Glock. It has their own serial numbers right underneath. So yeah, yes, you have to ship to an FFL. So usage. So far, I've put 750 rounds through this weapon. Most of them have been ball ammunition, a lot of 115 Lawman, 124 Lawman, 147 grain, the Phoenix ammunition. As far as carry rounds now, I've put 135 grain, the Hornady Critical, or no, Hornady Duty, 147 grain Spear Gold Dot, and 124 grain miscellaneous Federal. So in all, I would say of those 750 to 780 rounds, give or take a few, that I've fired so far, I bet I've had less than 5 failure to fires or duds, misfires. Cleared it, just kept going on. And also in the last video, there was a stovepipe issue and then also a mag issue. I was going down to the last couple of mags. At first, I thought that it could be the slide lock, because I had actually had that issue. It was just locking back and locking back and locking back. I'll get to that here in a second. But with the one in the video, it was a mag issue. And if you watch my first video all the way through, about, I guess, 3/4 of the way or whatever it is towards the end, I actually end up dropping the mag. I see that the side's messed up, and I end up pitching it. I put on that mag sense away, and over the course of the last few hundred rounds, over the last few days, not a single issue. I got to give them, as far as LoneWolf Distributors, amazing props for their customer service. During COVID, no one's answering their phones. They're all super swamped, but people are answering their emails. Now, that's industry-wide pretty much. LoneWolf Distributors had posted on their website, so I never even tried to call them because they said due to COVID, and this is early on, they were backed up. They are still working. They are still doing their day-to-day operations. Yet, email's the best way to get a hold of them right now. So, at first, shooting the first few rounds, I started having a slide lock issue. And I was like, I'm used to this. What's going on? I'm used to everything. Maybe it's my grip. Is it locking back? No. I tried different ammunition. No. They ended up telling me, hey, is your slide lock spring up over the bar, the second bar? I said, no, it's down. They said, okay, forget it. We'll just send you a new part. Don't worry about it. I said, okay. They got it to me in just a couple of days. Put it in. It's ran flawlessly pretty much since, other than ammunition issues or errors like those failure to fires or magazine issues. So those two have been taken care of, and it is not an issue. So I stand behind this product in a sense 100%. I'm going to, because it's going to be my carry gun. I strongly recommend that you actually go to their website and check out all their models. Figure out what exactly you want. I love this frame. I love this gun. Everything fits great on it. It fits great in your hand. It performs well. It's accurate. It's reliable. Gun's dependable. And yeah, it's a fantastic product. So LoneWolf Distributors, please go online, check out their Timberwolf frame. Please go online and check out all their parts and everything else. I'm sold on them now. And yeah, Mark O'Neill here with O'Neill Outdoors, and y'all stay safe.